AK Spartan Killer Adventures in Minecraft.
Yo people, what is going on? It is Kat again, and we are back to our tutorial house, the house that we are designing together, and I'm teaching you guys a little bit about modern contemporary designing on Minecraft. So where we left off, we figured out the functions of each room by breaking them off with either pillars, half walls, or whatever you want to do. And we went over staircases, so we went over the L-shaped stairs, the U stairs, and the spiral staircase. So if you haven't watched that tutorial video, make sure you guys go back in AK's history and find it. It's a good video. If you guys do have any questions about any of the tutorials I do, please feel free to let me know. I don't mind answering questions. I actually enjoy doing this. Like, building on Minecraft is like my thing. It's what I do. So I've already got a little bit of work done. Actually, the reason I got a little bit of work done is because I was doing this video prior to, and it stopped recording because I talk too much. I do. I talk too much sometimes, and I apologize. So I'm going to record this. It's going to be a little bit shorter, so you guys don't hear me yammering on for like 20 hours. It's just going to be a short one, and today we're going to work on windows. But I just want to go over the brief of the upstairs when we're building our upstairs. Very simple to do. You're doing it just like the bottom. Usually your main functions up here are to do your bedrooms, however many bedrooms you want, or any studies can go up on your second floor. I mean, you can do a kitchen on the second floor. Really, there is no rules to building a house on Minecraft or building a house anywhere. You can build however you want. That's the whole point of Minecraft, right? But if you want it functionable like a house, that's usually what rooms go upstairs. And the reason is you don't use the second floor as much as you're going to use your first floor. Your first floor, you want all your main activities, so when all your crafting stuff you want downstairs, all your food supplies you want downstairs, because those are things when you quickly run in the house and need something, it'll be right there and you don't have to run upstairs. So think of that when you're placing chests too. Like, you may have several chests in your house, but place your more valuables in your upstairs chests. For example, is like diamonds and stuff. Yeah, you're going to use them for weapons, but they're more valuable and less likely that a groofer's going to go all the way upstairs if they're only nicking parts of your house off, right? You never know. So that's just a suggestion, tip. You can take that, leave that. You can do whatever you want with that. I always put my more valuable stuff in the upstairs, or things that I won't use very often because I'm just not going to use them. I'm not going to put my weapons upstairs because I'm going to use my weapons, but I will put other things upstairs, maybe bones. I don't use a lot of bones, so that's probably something I would put upstairs. So I just want to finish up the outside of this house, and we will get to some windows for you guys. So, oh, I also forgot to mention the size of the floor. On the last episode, I mentioned that you needed to, or you should have, it was a suggestion, of course, you don't have to, that it was a good idea to do about 5 high as your minimum for your living space downstairs, your first floor. Now, when I say 5 high, it's technically 6 blocks high. I don't count the ceiling, I'm only counting the interior space. So interior space, you need about 5 blocks. Externally, you'll need about 7. You need 1 for the bottom and 1 for the top, unless you want to play on the grass. So then you'd only need 6 high. So take it or leave it as that. Then that's fine. You do whatever you want. It's up to you. Okay? So we've now built our lovely house with no windows, and I'm sure we're going to find a party of people in here soon, aka mobs. So let's go inside here, and we might have got lucky. No mobs yet. So in my last video that you guys didn't see, because I recorded and I wasted too much time talking, I was going over windows, and as you can see the examples here, we have your square window or your rectangle window. Now you can take that either way. These windows are nice for upstairs. They're smaller, but you can see out. But of course you have the blinders on the side. Whereas if you have your full ceiling to floor windows, which I love using, you get more of a view and you're going to get more light coming in as well. So see where it darkens over here? It doesn't darken as much with this window here. You have a little bit more light going on. You can also do a rectangle window where it's just ceiling is covered up, where it's a floor wall, a floor window. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Or you can do it the other way around and have it one block up and you can have a ceiling window. So windows are however you want them. I find they're a little bit awkward when they're like this, so I prefer to do just ceiling to floor. Alright, however you want though. Remember, building is your thing. These are just suggestions. Remember that. I'm not taking this fully serious. I have so many other window designs that I can show you guys that I've done. Like I've done different windows for everywhere. Also, when I'm doing modern contemporary housing, I always use the glass panes. The reason is that they're inset halfway through the block and it just makes it look a little bit more modern. Whereas if you go and use your glass block, which is right here, your glass block fills up the whole square. And they're good for other things and we'll come across that later, but I just don't feel like they're proper for your modern windows. Alright, let's go down here. Let me actually show you guys a few other window ideas that you can take and use. So as you can see here, I've used the floor to ceiling windows. Gives a ton of light, and yes, people can creep you, but it's light that's important, especially when you're dealing with mobs, and you don't want mobs creeping in your house. So if you want to have a billion lights in your house, then you can limit your windows. As for here, this is a window, just a square window that's over a doorway. So it's just a little bit of extra light in the doorway. We'll go over to, what would have it? Oh, let's go over to Ocean View City. They always have funky windows. So back over here, we were here on the first episode. I was showing you modern houses. This one's a perfect example. I use glass railings, but I mean here you have your upside down L-shaped windows to give extra light. In this one I mixed both types of panes of glass. I have the pane glass and the block glass in there for extra detail. And if you really like modern windows, you can do the corner window, and this is a perfect example. Oh, as I fall into the water. This is a full wall window where I've just done glass all over the side, but I mean you can cut it in half and just do an edge of a window, like in here for example. But when you're doing these, make sure you follow it right through from floor to ceiling. It just looks a ton better when you do that, in my opinion, of course. Over here I've used blocks, and it really depends on what you want to do. When you're doing construction building, I make sure that I use the blocks, whereas if I'm just doing window building, then I use the panes. So however you want to do it. Here's a few more ideas for the windows. I've done it across horizontally. This is what I'm talking about when I say a window wall. It's a wall just dedicated for a window, and I usually use them near staircases. Staircases tend to get a little darker. This is like what I was talking about last time. In the last episode, I talked about using levels to separate space. This is a perfect example of it. I don't know why I didn't show this one earlier. And this one has a ton of windows. Or you can just do side short windows. So, I mean, it's all up to what you feel works for you. You know, I mean, however you like your windows, do them, you know. Experiment, try things out, try something new. You can get the double full wall windows here like I got going on. They're crazy. So, yeah, experiment, try things out. That's your windows and second floor. We have a ton more to review, ton more details to go over in housing. I will show you guys traditional housing. Don't forget, if you guys need any help with anything, feel free to leave comments, questions, and oh gosh. And we will see you guys next time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!